Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
And we welcome you here for tonight for the iSCAR Outlaw Street Stock Series round number 3 out of 10. Don't have a lot of drivers here for tonight for a change. It's definitely less than what we usually have on the daily go. So I guess that's good for, you know, a bit of a swap here for tonight. Gonna go ahead and pop up a bit of sessions and stuff like that. This is going to be a more simplistic broadcast. Won't do the national anthem, won't do anything special. Just go out and qualify and straightforward race. So we're also, because of that, we're going to go ahead and see the qualifying times right here displayed on the left. Again, not a large field here for tonight. Just about, I'd say about 9 drivers here for tonight. It's been a while since we had less than a 10 car field, so here we go, qualifying underway. This track, I think it's, hold up, let me take a look at our things. 35 pit speed, so I need to go ahead and change that. There we go. I'm going to show some previous analytics here in a moment. But otherwise, we're watching qualifying right now. Watching Ryan C. Mullen, excuse me, make his lap time around. Ryan Branchew as well. Dylan Alt and the number 42 making it out. Eric Keeter, that's not Eric Keeter. That's the one of Matthew Klein topping the wall for the corner. Eric Keeter, Greg Freeman logging himself in first place as of right now. Freeman and the number 9 Jeff Gordon machine, just making himself around. Mullen making his way around as well, nearly tapping the wall off the corner. There's Alt, one of the all-stars of the street stocks, and also got another one coming in as well. Oh, Alt taps the wall off the corner. Ryan logs his lap in, second place for him. Yet to log a lap. There's Menchu. He crossed the start-finish line. Heater is on pit road. Dominic Howe, his first time back on the Street Stock Series. He's making himself back in. Number 75. It's a very flat track. One of the very renounced local tracks around. Usually ran around with the tour mods. One of the tour mods usually go fly themselves around at the short circuits here in Menchu, making a gear 1 lap. Keeter is now coming out to go ahead and log his first. Keeter winning at Charlotte. So he makes himself down to the front straightaway. Straight exit off. Logs in his first. Menchu logs in a minute and 8. Minute and 8. These cars are really tight. You need to, what you call it, keep them as low, as straight as possible off of exit, and you'll log a great lap time. And right there, Heater logs himself a 22.4. Got loose off the corner though. I don't think he'll get pole this time. Track's cloudy though, so it might play to him. Wilkinson makes himself on track as well. There he goes. I think Wilkinson timed it right. I guess he knew the clouds. This dude's a weatherman, I guess. He makes himself on the track. And here he goes. Gonna log in his first. It's on the back straightaway. Here he goes for his first. Wilkinson doing a 1-for-1 at USA, beating Hunter O. Johnson. I think in Season 4. Wilkinson doing it nice as right now as he heads into 3. Off the final corner. He'll log himself out front with a 22.2. So that will put him to the front. That one, and Wilkinson's going to take it to the pole. Bianchini and Andy McDowell, 2 people. We're not going to go ahead and make their... You're not going to start tonight. Bianchini being suspended, Andy McDowell just joining and leaving the session. And here we go. Starting order going to be shown on the front of your screen. Wilkinson and Alt running out the first row. 2 close lap times. Heater and Dominic Howe. Heater winning at Charlotte. Branchu and Mullen. Freeman and Klein. And Jackson Menchu going to round it out. Rest of it. Won't be commentating as much, because you know, won't be commentating as much since it's a small field. Probably won't have as much action as we want, but you know, still a race to go ahead and broadcast. Race analysis is going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen. Air temp 82, humidity 1%, track temp 111. So it's really, really hot on track as of right now. So 80 laps, as I said, 0.750 miles in length. Tire window 80 in full, fuel window 80 in full, and pit road 35 miles per hour. So 9-car field, half of what we had last season. Should be a fun one for the drop of the green. And here we go. Now just joining us tonight, iSCAR Outlaw Street Stock Series coming in live here from Stafford Motor Speedway as the number 56 of Brendan Wilkinson is going to take it to the green flag. He's going to be fighting out Dylan Alt with him in green. Dropping away here at Stafford. Gator did not get a good restart. Put themselves in the 1. Only side-by-side action right behind. That's where Mullen is. And we got contact right behind. Number 9 machine, Greg Freeman. I don't even know who made contact with him. I think it was Klein. And lap 2 on the board. Ooh, bit of door banging right there. As Wilkinson gets turned up the racetrack. I mean, he did get turned up the racetrack, but he slides up the racetrack because of that door. I'm going to be checking chat every often. So number 9 of Greg Freeman making himself to the low side, also all the way to the bottom at 05. Jackson Menchu, Mullen off the wall, Menchu to the bottom of the 9. And a bit sideways, he's going to shoot him up the racetrack. We're still side by side off the corner. Oh man, we're calling it really, really close. 9 of Freeman. Lays it to the back bumper of the 05. So does a 17 of Mullen. Those two are gonna just about. Man, I think looked like Mullen pushed the 9 coming into the corner. The interesting line around here is, you'll see some people cut the apron off of 2 to get some time, and we got a battle for the lead here as Wilkinson has made himself to the back bumper of that number 42. Gonna at least attempt to peek to the low side. Side by side right behind as well is the battle for, looks like to be 7th place between Mullen and Freeman. Freeman's all the way to the apron. Mullen's sideways off the corner. Corrects it straight. And he has to go back at it again to attempt. Freeman's using the apron, and that's giving Mullen a defensive line. Giving him a defensive line, a Freeman machine. Still up front, Wilkinson and Alt are just about nose to tail with each other, right behind Heater. And the 28 is doing it well. Dominic Howe also in 4th, Branchew. And after that's battle for, looks like to be 6th place. And now the number 9 of Freeman. He's got up to that 05. Now he's looking away around him. Person running in last place as of right now, Matthew Klein, still running on track as fight for the lead is heating itself up. They've been nose to tail for the last, I'd say, 10 laps ever since Alt got the lead from Wilkinson. Wilkinson has just been laying it on him through the corner. And Wilkinson's skill is really showing up right here. Had themselves in a 1. No one's really going to plan to make a move. If they do, it's most likely just going to be bumper contact. Number 9. Oh! More contact right there. With Freeman and 05. With Menchu. That 9's starting to get loose off the corner, by the looks of it. He's just laying down his own tire marks, just trying to get the car woed straightly. Straight enough to go ahead and attempt. He's still sideways. Mullen has a run on him now. And he's taking more of a wider arc in and out. Oh, the 9 really overshot it that time. Mullen's gonna go ahead and dive himself to the low side to attempt to take advantage. Can't do it. Klein is half a track behind the leaders, so he's aiming to get lapped here in, I'd say, 15 or more laps. These lap times are really, really close, though. Alt is loose that time. Through the corner. Everyone has just about fanned themselves out. Look how sideways that number 9 is. I think Mullen's sort of afraid to pass him. To at least get something off of it. He's clipping the apron in the banking, and that's just breaking his car out sideways. There's the line that I was talking about. Mullen just cutting the apron off of 2. You could arc it in a more substantial way and cut the apron in turn 2. I don't think you can't really do it in 3 and 4 because the turn's more organized in there. Still up front, Wilkinson has just been laying it to Alt. We're gonna go on board with that machine of Wilkinson. Helmet cam. See him working the wheel back and forward. Heads himself into the corner. All the way to the yellow line. Lays the left sides off the corner and didn't get a great corner that time. And here comes Wilkinson. Giving him a bit of a scare. He actually dove himself to the bottom. All the way to the yellow. Just about still cleared himself out the corner. But Wilkinson was trying it different. As he wanted to use the apron to get himself around, but it's just too loose down there. There's just no grip. Both of them topping the wall off the corner. Also, another battle that has been nose to tail. That 9 and the 17 of Brian C. Mullen. Mullen finally diving his way to the low side. Bit of contact. Uh-oh. And the 9 up the racetrack. Mullen. Oh, the 9 might not like that. That's a bit of a bump and run. 20 laps in. Pulls away from him, though. Here comes the 9 back. We're looking for a bit of vengeance. Got a good run off the corner. Mullen sideways. Oh, the 9's off the wall and into the wall again. And that's going to end that battle finally. As Mullen makes himself by the 9. So Mullen just has to keep himself in front of the 9 for a while. Coming up on the lap car, that's the number 1 machine at Klein. There's Klein right there as he goes along your screen. Oh, Klein off the wall, corner. He doesn't even know where to go. Low, high. He's in the wall. Klein now with an 8X because of that. Luckily, these street stock bodies are sturdy. Won't really affect him, but he's definitely off pace. Don't know because of the damage or what, so. Take themselves off the corner. Alt and Wilkinson have been literally laying on each other. He's passed, I don't know how many laps. Got a fight for 4th with Dominic Howe and Ryan Branchew. Branchew trying to find a way around that number 75. Branchew being a rookie. The only rookie in the field. That number 6 machine is. He's as strong as of right now. Current running top 5 out of 9 people. Scroll ourselves to the field. Oh, Mullen sideways. Looks of it, Freeman is now gaining momentarily. 17. And up the track goes at 42. Wilkinson has just been pinching. I mean, not Wilkinson. Alt has been pinching at 56. All the way to the apron. Still, Alt is sideways. He slid up the track just a slight. Wilkinson gonna lay the bumper to him. Boy, man, that dude knows how to... Oh, excuse me. That dude knows how to drive. Heads himself all the way to the yellow. Gonna try to do what he did, what Alt did to him a couple laps ago. Can't complete it. He's trying to stick a nose in there, but the way he's sticking his nose in there, he's aiming to turn him. And gotta fight for 4th place now. Boiling up. This is the 75. The number 1 machine of Klein goes up the racetrack. This might separate the battle, actually, just a slight. Klein's in the wall, trying to let them by. Klein's in the wall yet again. That sort of separated the battle just a slight. Oh, Branchu overshoots it just a slight. Still the fight for the lead. It goes on real strong. It's 30 laps in now. Into this run. 56 of Wilkinson to the low side. Can't complete the pass though. Wilkinson taps the wall off the corner. I'm going to be Larry McReynolds here for just a slight, but out of every single iSCAR race, we've had at least one caution. We've never had a caution-free race in iSCAR, so just keep that in mind. Had themselves in a 3. Both of them just all the way to the white line, not really giving up an inch. Still nose to tail. Klein sparked it to the inside on pit road. I don't know if he's pitting in. Nope, looks like he disconnects. So Klein gonna be a DC. Number 1 machine. Not as many battles playing out. Battle for 7th though, as boy, the 9 looks like he's trying to wreck the 17 of Mullen. Keep my eye on the battle. It's like Mullen's just slower than the 9. The 9 definitely has it on in. Wow, he shoved himself to the high side. It's a dogfight here for 7th. Mullen's eyes are just literally laid on the mirror. He knows that 9's gonna hand it to him. Or at least try to. Here goes to the low side. Attempted. Can't complete it. Same thing's going on here, but it's a bit more cleaner. Freeman is literally all over the place. Man, he just shoved himself to the low side. Mullen moved up the racetrack, but he's going to have a run off the corner. Mullen pulls like another few car lengths. It's very entertaining for me. Not really I wouldn't say really a battle, but it's something. Freeman overshoots the corner again. Mullen to the... He's trying to scoot away from him. Halfway this time by the way. Wilkinson has been still all over that number 42. These two battles are actually going to collide. Mullen and that number 9 machine, Freeman. I mean, yeah, the battle with Mullen and the battle with Alt are about to collide here in just a slight. So that's gonna... That was a slight bit of lap traffic, I guess, for the leaders. There's the leaders right there as they head themselves into the car. Oh, contact! I tell you what, the 9's trying to dump. The 9 is literally trying to dump the 17. Off the corner he goes, slide job. Number 9 in front of the 7 now. And the 7's laying it to him. Oh boy, that's a bump. Leader's catching. Dirty play by the 9. There's the leaders right behind. Mullen sideways. Mullen just needs to keep his eyes on the road. Oh, he's sideways. Probably threw it away, that corner. Meanwhile, right behind, Wilkinson takes a peek. Can't get it. He's trying ever so slightly. I tell you what, Alt is in a bad position. Those two are just so in pace as of right now. That since these two are basically just about running the same exact lap speed, I think Wilkinson has the upper hand because he could go ahead and, you know, pull a bump and run on Dylan. And, you know, it's possible here. It's short track racing, but, you know, quote unquote dirty. Look how close to the wall. All 4 of those people off the corner. And Mullen. Here they come on Mullen. Mullen moves up to the high side. This might play a bit of a factor. Head themselves off the corner. Up to the low side. Mullen all the way up the track to let them by. If Mullen could keep pace with these top 2, I think that'll give dividends to that number 9. Because he'll have to slide behind the 17 for that go. So Mullen's now 1 down. Currently in the free pass position. Bit of a bumping right there. Still bumping each other. Boy, some hard racing. Wilkinson's just knocking on the door of that 42. Here comes Wilkinson on the left side. He's gonna peek it in. Or at least try to. There's the 9. Oh, look. Freeman in the way. Wilkinson stuck a nose in there. Freeman's off the wall in the corner. Boy, that sort of played a factor. Wilkinson could it go as lower as Alt, but Alt was just trying to go under the lap car. That number 9. And Alt, every time he gets sideways like that, that's just sort of breaking his tires. Still on him. Oh, there's a bump right there. I'd say that's just bump drafting. Whoa, the 9 of Freeman way up the track. Freeman in the wall again. Not as much battling going on. We'll go ahead and... what you call it? Go ahead and go through the field. Obviously your leader, at 42. Brandon Wilkinson in 2nd. I'll go all the way back here. 5 seconds back, actually. Heater at 28, running a weird line. Dominic Howe at 75. Ryan Branchew, top 5. Menchu far behind in 6th. Freeman in 7th, 1 lap down, as well as Mullen in 8th place. Still, these front 2 are just laying it on each other right now. Oh, Wilkinson hit the wall. Mullen looks like he's catching up to that number 9 again. Last time by, he was 2 tenths faster. Freeman's flying off the corner in a more higher line than what Mullen is. Mullen is running a more traditional line all the way to that white line, and that's just giving time away to that car in front. To be up front, I mean. $7 out of 80. Wilkins to the low side, yet again, gonna try the apron. Can't do it. It's really, really hard to try and make something off the corner. This track is just so flat. The only real way, I'd say, with this loose of a racetrack, it's still like, I'd say, 100 degrees. Yeah, 112 on the racetrack, so it's very, very, very loose. I mean, it's very floaty and tight. Sort of upsetting the car. I'd say Wilkinson's in the catbird seat, because he's still keeping pace with Alt. He could just lay the bumper to him anytime, and he'd probably do it on the white. 21 laps to go. 05 and Menchu gets out of the way. Wilkinson's using tires, just being on the apron like that. Menchu off the wall. Alt's just been pinching him. That might, you know, tick the 56 off. And the 56 of Wilkinson is just going to hand it to him here momentarily. Just like the 9 and 17. It's just probably just a mirrored battle. There's Heater in that 28. Currently in 3rd place. He's loose as he corrects it off the corner. Still, based off of tires, I think Alt has probably saved the most, rather than Wilkinson. Wilkinson is more... he has to be more aggressive. Alt's setting the pace for him. Oh, jeez. Contact there with the lead lap car. Don't know what that's about. Look at the line they're running. Oh, Freeman off the wall. Still, these two are nose to tail. If a caution does come out, the 05 of Jackson Menchu will get the wave around. Bumping and banging. Still. 56 to the low. Can't complete it. He's trying really hard, though. 15 to go. All the way up against the outside wall. Wilkinson's gonna try. Oh, contact! Both of them are side by side, and Wilkinson has probably had enough. And he's gonna give it to him with 14 to go. Wilkinson all the way to the... oh, man. Up the track to go. Wilkinson gonna go to the lead. And this is just street stock racing at its finest. Hit themselves into the corner. Wilkinson all the way to the yellow line. Alt trying to cross over. He's on the apron. Can't get as much grip. But he's still on him. What can he do? Wilkinson's better entry. Got a better entry. And now Alt's going to be on the offensive. So a lead change with 14 to go. I'd say 13 to go, probably. Peter has finally made his way around that number 9 machine. Alt looks like he's loose off the corner. 11 to go. Wilkinson doing a fine job. Oh, Alt's loose. Had to go ahead and slide himself right behind the 56 yet again. And we're setting up for another fantastic finish. Alt got the run off the corner. Wilkinson's now running a more defensive line, but during that run, Alt was probably more aggressive on the shorter run rather than Wilkinson, even though Wilkinson was second. Nine to go. Both of these guys still nose to tail. 8 laps to go. And if this race were to go green all the way, it'd be the first ever iSCAR race that went green with 80 laps. Well, not Wilkinson, but slid off the corner. 7 laps to go. If we do get a caution with less than 5 to go, that will be the race, because we do have some lap cars we have to file in. Themselves into the corner. Wilkinson's just floating up the track. Alt's clipping the apron. They're still together, though. Both of them running the same exact time of a 22.6. I mean, 22.966. 6 laps to go. What can Alt do? Other than the bumper. He could go ahead and at least attempt to try the high side and get the run off the corner like that and start pinching like that 56 did, but the 56 is just not going to lay off that banking now. 5 to go, by the way. And ourselves 4 laps to go. And Wilkinson is slowly pulling away from that 42. I think the 42 of Alt. Lost a bit of ground on him. And we're now in the 23-second range. Alt's still loose. 3 laps to go. If you wait for the boot, you gotta do it on the white. And Dylan, I don't think is close enough to the 56 to go ahead and hit him with the boot. But we'll see. 2 laps to go. Alt closed up in him. Always closing the gap. Wilkinson's notifying. He's gonna let him have the bottom. Oh, he's sideways. That'll probably make the race right there. Dylan's off the wall. White flag for Wilkinson. And that number 56. Final lap. And Alt gets loose off of 4, and that'll end the battle. And Wilkinson's probably going to take it here to the checkered. As he makes himself into turns 3 and 4. No worries about right behind. Dylan tried, but couldn't get there. Brandon Wilkinson. First win this season. What a race. What a battle here up front. Wilkinson showing his stride. Alt just got loose off of 4, and that basically done him in. Post-race contact, and that, you know, the 17 definitely unhappy about that number 9. As they fly themselves on the pit road. And Wilkinson's going to burn it down on the front straightaway as he slides himself in victory lane. Congratulations, Brandon Wilkinson, and that's the first ever iSCAR race to go green all the way. And that is going to end it. And we're going to get an interview with the top 3 drivers, Wilkinson, Alt, and Heater. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. iSCAR is proud to present its title sponsor, Tolsma Designs. Tolsma Designs breaks new ground with great paint scheme replicas on multiple vehicles such as World of Outlaw vehicles, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cars, iRacing Rally Cross cars, and many more. Please go check them out in the descriptions below. And of course, we're back here live here at Stafford Motor Speedway. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide into the booth. For our interviews tonight, gonna interview Brandon Wilkinson in the number 56. And Wilkinson, boy, man, what a drive there put up with all 80 laps, dude. You held Alt off at the end as he got loose off of 4. Talk about that. Talk about the tire strategy you were going with saving tires.
It was a crazy race. You know, I figured with the low car count, I was gonna go green. So I started saving right out of the gate, and Dylan kind of went, and I was like, all right. So I was a little surprised by that, but I was able to ride behind him there pretty good. And at the end there, I actually got too tight. I thought I'd be too loose, but we hit a cloud there with like 20 to go, and I knew I was gonna get too tight because we had, I had saved really good throughout the whole race there. So I was expecting it to get peace sunny through the whole race. We caught a good cloud, so yeah, I mean, it was time to go, and then we ended up getting too tight. So I guess it's really just hard to play it right, but I had a good person in my ear tonight. Michael Goddard and all the FSM guys really helped me out. So yeah, it was good. It was good racing. So
yeah, man, you played your cards out right. Obviously, the cloud coming in there, 20 to go. That obviously changed the feel of how the car felt. Speaking of how the car felt, how did the car feel out there, other than just plain old tight around?
Yeah, practice, I did like a 10 to 15 lap run, and it was really loose off, but that was 15 laps of as if I was going for the win type of drive, so I knew I had to save some tires there. Yeah, I mean, it was mostly loose off, pretty loose in, and it's just a tick free all the way around. But like I said, we caught that cloud, so I think either way, we would have been sitting pretty. But I tried to play it safe, and it almost hurt us. So glad we were able to get the win, though. Blessed to be running with these guys at FSM, Front Stretch Mafia. These guys are, really awesome guys, and they put in a lot of hard work. It's a fixed setup race, but they all come out and watch me in a 9-car field. Really means a lot. So gotta thank all them guys: Keith Medeiros, Colin Allman, Michael Goddard, James Milbacher, Adam Jocelyn, and my sponsor Sim Marketing Solutions. We weren't able to get him on the car for tonight, but yeah, just gotta thank all those guys, man. And Dylan earned a lot of respect from me. He ran a great race, but hopefully we can show these boys that what happened in the national race isn't how we usually race, and that's not how FSM likes to race.
All right, man. 10-4, Brandon Wilkinson making out a statement here tonight. Congratulations on your win, man.
Thank you.
That was Wilkinson into 56, and we're sliding ourselves back to the number 42, Dylan Alt, who just came up short of it. And Alt, man, you nearly had it at the end, but you got loose off the corner. If you didn't get loose, your plans would have probably been set differently here, and also the outcome. How was the car out there tonight for you?
It was loose at first, but then I upped the brake bias just a little bit, and it was a fun race with Brandon. Pretty much it was good. That was all green. It was way more fun than I expected and way more intense because he was right on my back bumper. But when I first passed him on the first lap, I knew that he was going to save tires, but I had to push it because I knew he was fast. He runs the street stocks all the time because someone else told me. And I never really run the street stocks or at this track. This is my second race here. My first race was the Ignite series, and I barely did any laps for the Ignite series because I knew I was going to make it to Martinsville. But yeah, I was just running first, try to keep myself consistent. I screwed up a little bit, but he would go right below the apron. I thought that was wasting tires, but I don't know. He was just saving it until like the last few laps, and he bumped me out of the way. But I was keeping up with me, and I thought I had a chance. And I got right when he overran the corner, off of turn 3. I got right under him, and then I think I touched him, and I got loose, and I hit the wall, and yeah, that pretty much ended my shot to get the win. Second place finish is pretty good. I'm gonna try to get a win this season. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Any sponsor think for tonight's race after your second place run tonight?
I would just like to thank Proximity for all these great teammates helping me, and yeah.
All right, man. 10-4. Congratulations, second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
Now it's Dylan on the number 42, and we're gonna slide himself out of the booth and go scroll ourselves back to the 28 of Heater, who is not really in the image, but you find yourself in third place tonight, Heater. Obviously you picked up a win at Charlotte earlier this season, but third place gonna round yourself out here in top 5. How was your car?
Really, most of the time it was just loose off the corners. Sometimes I would get in a little too hard, maybe, and then rear end would come out on entry and pretty much kill the entire corner. But I mean, it was okay, I guess. Third place is all right, but short field, so it won't be 2 points. I guess the other guys wouldn't be getting as many points either. So
Yeah, man. But overall, great race to round yourself out here with the top 3 at Stafford, and call it. You had some lap traffic confrontation there as well as you were lapping around Klein, Mullen, and 05, D9. How did that play out to your hands?
yeah, kind of midway through the race, I stayed about 4.5 seconds behind those guys up there. They were class of the field, way faster than me, but at that middle portion when the tires started to wear off just a little bit, I started to get back even with them, and even at some points I was catching a little bit. I probably wouldn't have made it to the end and caught them, but so any of that time that would have been there for me to have a chance when they were battling and passing each other and stuff, kind of got ruined by all those lap cars, especially, well, you probably know, lost me about 2 seconds there, and then when I would start catching again, lost it again because I'd catch another one. So that didn't really help out, but I mean, it is what it is. Lap cars is just a part of racing. And
yeah, man.
I don't know, that's all I can say.
Yep, that's just a perk of racing. Any sponsor think for tonight's race?
Yeah, Legends Racing League and team members, all of them, really it. Also, thank you for hosting these series.
All right, man. 10-4. Congratulations, Eric. You're rounding yourself in that third.
Thank you. Good night.
See ya, man. Here on the booth, and thank you all for watching. That was a fun race from start to finish, watching out Wilkinson and the other battles as well on the track. Congratulations to that number 56 for picking it up here tonight. This has been KMN. We're gonna go ahead and side ourselves out here for tonight, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna go live on Sunday for the Bronze Series. JTP and trucks are off until next week, so otherwise, enjoy your week 13. We'll be right back here on Sunday. See you later.